Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chandrika and this is RIKA Life. Thank you so much for joining me on my adventures in yarn and crochet. There's lots of fun stuff happening here as always. So for today I want to share with you, I'm making a gift for my nephew. I have been thinking about this for months. He's already 3 months old. I think he'll be 3 months old, and I've just been thinking, like, what should I make for him? So I asked his parents what they would like. So they wanted hats. So I made two hats for him. So this is one of the hats, and this is the other hat. So this is they wanted warm winter hats. So these are both using Woolies Thick and Quick. So Woolies Thick and Quick. The grayish color is called Succulent, and the navy blue is called Petrol Blue. So I use these for the adult hats that I made. So that's why I have just a little bit left here. So this hat I worked in continuous rounds. I just kept moving my stitch marker. And so I feel like it's kind of wonky because of that. I mean, it's nice because there's no join, but then I think for the last row, I had to do a join just so that I knew where to stop. So hopefully this one is okay. It looks fine. It's warm. Hopefully the height is okay as well. I measured these many times. So I found a sizing chart on the internet and I was just trying to follow that. So that's that one. This one I tried to do a little bit of design with it. So again, I started with half double crochets, and then I did half double crochet in the third loop for 2 rows, and then these are half double crochets in the back loop. I was just trying to get some texture and some design on here, and I used invisible joins, but you can still kind of see what's happening in the back there. So I made these 2 hats. I'm just hoping that one of them will fit him. I feel like this one might be too big and this one might be too small. But of course this is very stretchy, so I think it should be able to fit him. This one is also stretchy, of course, but it's already kind of stretched out. So just hoping that one of them will fit him. And then I asked them if I can make him a blanket, and if I make him a blanket, what was your color preference? And so they wanted a neutral color. So I have burlap blanket yarn in Twilight, and this is like a navy blue color. I know it's kind of coming up as like a primary blue, but this is more of like a navy blue color. So I made a start on a blanket, which I'm going to work on today as I chat with you. And this is what it's looking like. So it's not too big. I measured it. It was around 30 inches. I think a little bit over 30 inches. So I'm just doing half double crochets in every stitch, and that is my pattern. So I started off with a chain, then I did 1 row of single crochet, and then now I'm just doing half double crochets in each stitch, and that is it. I'm trying to make it as dense as possible. I don't want it to be very holey, so I'm trying to make it as dense as I can. So I am using, let me just see here. I think I'm using an L hook. Yeah, I'm using an L 8mm hook for this, and it's going good so far. I actually started it off with an N hook, a 10mm, and then I changed over. So hopefully that won't impact how the blanket looks, because it's just, I'm still like at the beginning. But I decided to move to the smaller hook size because I felt kind of like it was getting too loose, so hopefully that doesn't make it buckle or anything. If you've done that before where you've changed from like a larger hook to a smaller hook, just let me know. I am continuing on and I don't want to frog my work. So I'm just gonna hope for the best. And right now, before I hit record, I actually laid it out on the table just to see if it would lay flat, and it still lays flat. So even right now, if I lay it here in front of me, it is laying flat. So I think it's okay. So I don't know how much yarn this is going to take, but I have a whole ball. So this is like a burlap blanket, like a full ball. So it has 220 yards in it. So that's plenty of yarn. Um, I'm thinking of doing like a rectangle. So I'm thinking of doing, I already have the width and now I'm just working on the length, but I'm not going to make it a square. I'm going to make it into more of a rectangle, and then that's it. Then the gift will be done. Uh, I wanted to also make him a lovey, um, but like make the whole thing. I'm thinking of like making an amigurumi, not like, I don't know if it would be like a plushie or just like an amigurumi. I guess they're the same thing, but I was thinking of making him like a toy that has a blanket attached to it. But since I'm making this blanket, then the blanket part is already covered. So I don't know. I just wanted to make him something special because I'll be going there in person and I can give him what I'm making. So I'm going to see. I thought I did save a pattern. I do have a pattern for a bunny rabbit, and I do have some really nice burlap blanket yarn in a yellow color. And I was thinking of making him a bunny, but let's see. I'm kind of like in this weird crochet phase right now. So I am making this gift, and then I started another whip. So I had Premier Basics Mosaic yarn in a blue color. It's a really pretty yarn. It's in the other room, of course. But with that, I started a corner to corner baby blanket, and I'm almost done. I have two balls. So the plan for that corner to corner was to the um, do the triangle um, up till using like one whole ball, and then do the decrease with the second ball. So I'm almost done the increasing part, and then we'll start decreasing. So that one is going good. That's just a small project. I was kind of looking for inspiration. It feels like I was making so many things for so long, and now there's like a little bit of a break and my brain just doesn't know what to do. So I'm still keeping my hands busy, but um, I guess looking for inspiration. There's no end of the yarn. I have lots of yarn and I have lots of colors. It's just what I decide to start now. I do have one whip. So I was making the frontline hero bear for my husband's work, and I need to finish that. I still have that outstanding. So maybe, I don't know. The weather is getting to me, I think. It's like so dreary and gray and cold. Luckily, it's not snowing here, but it has snowed in Canada. So they got their first snowfall, which looked very beautiful. And the weather is like putting me in this funk. So I just like had some soup and just like, I'm cuddled up in this jacket, and I'm just like, I wore my beanie hat for like 2 days. I just wore my hat indoors, and now I'm wearing this jacket indoors. So I'm feeling a little chilly. Luckily, I don't have to be outside. I'm just going like from door to door. So I just can go from my car door to wherever I'm visiting and then come back. So I don't have to like be outside. But it's crazy. It's getting dark here by like 5:30, which still might be longer than where you are, but here it's by 5:30 it's getting dark. So yeah, plus it rained. So I'm just in a mood. I'm just in a bit of a mood, but I'm still crocheting. I won't stop crocheting. I'm making these gifts, and then the baby blanket, the other one I'm making, is likely going to be donated to the hospital, so it's not going to be too big. And then, of course, I have these preemie octopuses that I was starting to make. There's lots of things I could work on, you see. It's just that I'm not feeling that inspired to make any of those things. So, yeah, excuse my voice. I'm still having my cough. So, um, are you feeling inspired these days to make things? I don't know. I'm hoping you are. I hope some of your inspiration can rub off on me. I know everyone's making such nice things. You guys comment and tell me what you're making, and yeah, it's beautiful. Maybe I should like knit for a bit. I don't know. Maybe I should pull out my knitting and just knit for a few hours, because I know that's like very slow and rhythmic, and that kind of makes me feel in a good mood too. But I haven't knitted for months and months. So yeah, I think a lot just happened in October and November, and now we're in December, and holidays are coming. Although, yeah, my daughter will be off, my kids will be off of school. That will be fun. It will be fun. I should probably just plan out things, you know. Instead of just letting the days go by, I should actually plan out what are we going to do, where are we going to go, what kind of activities do we want to do. We've been like baking cookies, just bought like some like ready-made stuff and baking the cookies with them, and they really enjoy that. They really do enjoy being in the kitchen and making things. I'm trying to remember. I think we had made banana bread muffins, and so they loved standing there and mixing in all the ingredients. They really had fun with that. So I know there's so many like kits out there. I went to Michael's and there were like endless kits for kids, not for cooking, but for like other activity type things for the holidays. But I don't really want to like buy more. They have so many art supplies. I don't want to buy more things, so I need to be a little creative and figure out how to get them involved. Actually, I do have one project that I bought their initials, like their first initial of their name, and it's like a wooden piece kind of, and so I wanted to decorate those with them. Maybe we can do that together. Just using whatever supplies we have, and then they can then put that up in their room as something that they've made. I actually have that right beside me. I also have embroidery beside me. I have like all my different art forms right here, ready just in case that inspiration strikes me. So I have everything here. I did have to use a needle and thread when I made a bunch of hats with the pom-poms. So in order to put the pom-pom, I had to stitch on a little button on the inside of the hat. So I had to take out my actual embroidery thread and my actual embroidery needles. And oh my gosh, I thought I was like losing my sight because I couldn't get the needle I couldn't get the thread in the needle. But then my mom was like, "Oh, you need a better needle." I was like, "I have a pack somewhere," and I finally found it in my embroidery. So I pulled out that newer pack of needles, and then I was able to get the thread in, and I was like, "Okay, I still know how to do this." So yeah, maybe I'll do some like cross stitch or embroidery. I don't know, just something like adjacent to crocheting that will be something really cool. I actually have it right here with me. Let me see. I have um, I have some projects that I was working on. I have everything like organized here. So hold on. I had bought this crochet hoop kit. I had bought this from Hobby Lobby on sale. So it comes with a hook, which looks really weird. It comes with some yarn and it comes with embroidery thread. So that's what you're supposed to make out of it. I haven't even touched that yet. I think I bought this last year at the Hobby Lobby sale. But I have so many projects in here. I have this butterfly one I was making. I don't know if I've even started it. Then I have everything's like set in here. I have all my projects are in here. Everything is organized, you guys. Everything is organized. But as you know, right now crochet is running my life. And I'm focusing on crocheting versus any of the other 100 things that I have beside me. Maybe I should paint, you know. When I sit down and paint, I kind of feel like I'm in the flow. Maybe I need to do that for a bit. Yeah. I have been resting. I have been resting my hands because I used them a lot in the last 2 months. So I have been taking lots of breaks. I've been watching some holiday movies. That's been really fun too. And what else? Having soup and just warm things. And yeah, it's been nice. It's been very nice. So I feel like this month is also going to just fly by. So that's why, okay, I'm actually thinking that I should start a long-term project. That's what I'm thinking. I had saved a couple of crochet alongs that happened in the last few months that I didn't get to do because I was busy making other things. But now I'm thinking maybe I should start one of them. But I would need to choose the yarn for there. So there's 2 ideas for that, is to shop my stash, of course. But then when I think of shopping my stash, then I think that I should organize my stash because there's stuff like I still have stuff in boxes behind me. I have my Premier yarn order in boxes still. And I have other Lion Brand Dreamland yarn all packaged in another bag. I don't really know where to put it. I feel like I'm running out of storage space, so it's just sitting here on the floor until I use it. But I fell hard for that yarn, the Lion Brand Dreamland yarn. I just like fell in love with it, and I have more of it now. I was making hats, so I have I think I have 4.5 balls left of it, and I can make 3 hats per ball, so I can make about 12 hats, 12 more hats on top of the 35 that I donated. I can make 12 more hats. I'm just trying to like rest my hands. I'm trying not to do the same repetitive motions because that yarn is, so it's like it's a similar thickness to this burnout blanket yarn, but I think it's more about the motion, like the muscle memory, where you're doing the same kind of stitches, because that's done in all half double crochets as well. And so then my hands, like even right now, I can feel my hands. I can feel my wrists being, I don't think my wrists are very strong. So yeah, I probably need to do some of the crochet exercises like the hand stretches and things and get my hands and my wrists and my arms like stronger because I've just been working them so hard that I think they need a break. So anyways, I want to make more hats. I have more yarn around me to make hats, and I want to just make more hats. This is going to take a while. This is all half double crochet, but that's what it's looking like. I worked, I think I did like 3 or 4 rows while talking to you, maybe 3 rows. So it's coming out good. And I think I'm just going to stick with this solid color. So I don't think I'm going to mix anything in. Although I have like a greenish color and I have like a seafoam color. But I think I'll just stick with this, excuse me, one neutral tone. And just complete this project with just this yarn. So again, this was the color, is it Twilight? Yeah, Twilight. It's a really nice color. I made another baby blanket using it too. I don't know if I think I just shared that in my community tab. Go over to my community page and you'll see another baby blanket I made with this color and white and 2 other colors. And I really had a good time designing that and making that. That was a fun project to do. All right. I am going to let you continue working on your whips and I will work on my whip. But thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I hope you have a wonderful crochetful day and I'll see you again soon. Bye.